Hello, welcome to my channel. Now, today I'm going to show you a blow up of this picture here. It's a word challenge. I've got to get these alphabetically, so it's dot to dot, but it's alphabet, and it was a bit of a feat. So I hope I've got it right. You can see there's going to be lots and lots of mistakes through it, but you can have a bit of a laugh, I suppose. Now, these are some Wasps Facts. Hopefully there's going to be enough to fill in the time. Speaking of which, I will set my timer. Alright. Honeybees are relatively quiet and almost cute as they go about their work. Wasps, hornets and yellow jackets, on the other hand, are noisy and aggressive. People don't like them because they build nests near homes and can damage shrubs and trees, mostly though people are afraid of their painful stings. I am not surprised. But wasps have a useful purpose, really. Wasps are fierce predators and they hunt and eat almost every insect pest that harms crops. Wasps eat grasshoppers, aphids, flies and other bees, which is probably not so good. They also eat nectar, tree sap and fruit. Some wasps eat human food, which is why they can be a nuisance at picnics. Wasps live everywhere but Antarctica. Wasps can sting over and over again. Wasps make nests from paper. They chew up strips of bark and spit it out again in the form of rough paper. Some wasps make nests in basements, sheds or dark, cool places. A queen starts colony each spring. She raises a few worker wasps, first to make a nest larger and bring food. Then she starts laying eggs. A colony can grow to 50,000 wasps in one summer. In the fall, all the wasps die except for a few new queens. The new queens spend the winter in an old log or burrow, and in the spring they make new colonies. Is there anything else? Some wasps live alone, and only bees make honey. Okay. Wasp venom contains a pheromone that causes other wasps to become more aggressive. Try not to swat one near its nest or other wasps. The sting of a wasp should wear off within 24 hours, but for a small minority of people, the venom in their sting causes anaphylactic shock, which can be fatal. An ordinary sting can be treated with deodorant containing aluminium. Wasps live in colonies that form self-contained communities, each following a caste order of queens, males and workers. A male wasp is called a drone. The job of the drone is to mate with the queen. After they fulfill this mission, they die shortly afterward. Wasps don't swarm. European hornets strip the bark from trees, causing damage to trees and shrubs. Wasps feed their young meat, for example, insect larvae. The only wasps that survive the winter are young, fertilized queens. They emerge from overwintering in the spring to build new nests. Initially, the queen lays up to a dozen eggs, and then they hatch into larvae. She feeds them until they become workers. The workers then forage for food, feed new larvae, and defend the nest. In late summer, the colony produces males and new queens. They fly away to mate, and the queens will then find a place to hibernate. The cold winter eventually kills the males, workers, and the foundation queen. Okay. Wasp populations fluctuate in 2-year and possibly 7-year cycles. I wonder why. And that's driven by factors relating to the biology of wasps and the climate of the preceding year. Okay, 7-year cycle, right. Cold winter are good for wasps because queens remain in their relative safety of torpor longer, emerging later in the spring when there are more resources to support them. Press reports of wasp invasions typically appear around late May and June, but are usually premature. The native insect having a good year is hardly an invasion. Okay. A 2-year-old German wasp nest found in Tasmania, in April 2015 weighed a scale-busting 90 kilos. I didn't realise wasps came in nationalities. At the end of the summer, a queen wasp mates and then overwinters in torpor. She wakes up in spring to find somewhere to build a nest to rear her first female workers, who rapidly take over running the colony. She lays more eggs that grow into more workers. They potentially make new potential queens by feeding some larvae richer food. Male wasps developed, which then mate with the females, and the queens overwinter while the males die. The colony whiles down in autumn, and the remaining workers also die. Mild winters could mean that the colonies start surviving the colder months, continuing to grow and building massive nests. This is already a problem in New Zealand and Australia, which both suffer from introduced wasp species. Meanwhile, climate change could lead to new species reaching the UK. British beekeepers are already on the lookout for the Asian predatory wasp. The bee-killing hornet recently arrived in France from Asia. 9,000 wasp species live in the UK. Of these, 9 are classified as social. Holy cow. The largest social wasp in the UK is the distinctive European hornet. It's the most likely species you'll encounter is the common wasp, but the median wasp, the tree wasp, the Saxon wasp, the German wasp, and the red wasp can be frequently encountered in some areas. It's the worker wasps that we see out and about in the summer looking for food. Common wasps feed the larvae on insects which the workers bring to the nest. The adults consume nectar, ripe fruit, and other sugary foods, including jam sandwiches and fizzy drinks. 5 centimeters is the maximum length for the largest UK wasp, a giant hornet. Holy cow, that's huge. Wasps are predators that control plant pests and enhance biodiversity by preventing common species becoming dominant. One worker wasp can collect over 100 aphids a day, while some wasps will pollinate flowers. They are a vital part of the ecosystem. Social wasps demand our attention, and sometimes not always for the best reasons, but they also deserve our interest and our respect. Wasps and honeybees have similar social structures. Like those of honeybees, wasp colonies are each held by a single fertile queen who lays all the eggs for the group. Wasps have a caste system similar to honeybees, also with females called workers and males called drones. Not that they call each other that, but anyway. The young mated queens overwinter, emerges in the spring alone, and single-handedly starts a new colony, much like the bumblebee. Unlike honeybees, wasps are omnivorous. They like yellow jackets. Just like yellow jackets, they'll feed on plant products as well as meat from other animals. They feed their young meat in the form of insect larvae. They're determined and ruthless scavengers. Wasps perform an important role in the ecosystem, and gardeners out there will be encouraged to learn that wasps feed on many insects that are harmful to the garden, such as aphids. Of course, wasps don't discriminate. They also eat grasshoppers, ladybugs, and even bees. But the important takeaway is this, that wasps perform certain crucial tasks and belong in the natural world. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here. Okay. I have a query about mosquitoes, though. In some agricultural systems, wasps are deployed by the thousands on farmland to control pests on crops. They make their papery nests from tree bark. They strip the bark from certain trees, chew it up, and add certain enzymes and regurgitate it into a pulp form to then create their nests. Colourful and boast nearly every colour of the rainbow, we're most familiar with the black and yellow or brown wasps. They're generally not aggressive. They're incredibly family orientated, which accounts for the defensiveness and aggressiveness, particularly in the late summer and early fall when food sources are scarce. But there's good news about wasps, particularly paper wasps, if you can distinguish the difference. Unlike yellow jackets, wasps are rarely aggressive unless provoked. Simply walking in the proximity of a yellow jacket will be enough to provoke its ire, but wasps will generally leave you alone if you leave them alone. Yeah. Alright. They are related to bees and ants. There are over 120,000 species of wasps. They live all around the world and are found in nearly every country. The largest social wasp is the Asian giant hornet, which is up to 5 centimeters in length. Among the largest solitary wasps is a group of species known as the tarantula hawks, also up to 5 centimeters long, along with giant scoliid of Indonesia, which has a wingspan of 4.5 inches or 11.6 centimeters. 11.6 centimeters is the width of an A4 page. That's huge. Okay, I'm going to leave it there because these are freaking me out. Thank you for joining me with the facts this week, and I hope you've enjoyed learning a bit more about wasps and maybe not freaking out when you encounter some in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand.